Hello students, welcome to your channel Parivartan Physics. See, we are in the series of videos where we are learning NEET and KCET Physics. In this series of videos, we are learning concepts of physics to a very good depth which is required to crack the exams like NEET as well as KCET. See, there are two playlists in this channel, NEET and KCET Physics Class 12, NEET and KCET Physics Class 11 anta. So NEET and KCET Physics Class 12 ಒಳಗೆ ಈಗ already ಒಂದು 5 to 6 chapters upload ಆಗಿದಾವೆ. NEET and KCET Physics Class 11 ಒಳಗೆ this is the second chapter, where in the chapter motion in a straight line, and this is the fifth video on motion in a straight line. In this video we are going to learn about kinematic equations and how to solve the questions using these kinematic equations, and also we are going to see some extra cases also in this. Andre ಈಗ how many planks are required to stop a bullet, right? Stopping distance, so and so different cases we are going to see in this video, right? So let us begin the video then. See, if you are not subscribed the channel, if you like the content of the channel, please don't forget to subscribe the channel and please share the channel. And if you are new to the channel, please visit the channel once, go through the playlist. You will find number of useful videos for you. You will find very good depth physics in this channel, right? Please go through the channel once. Okay, let us begin the video then. See, first let us recall these kinematic equations. Okay, we know very well the first equation is V is equal to U plus AT. V is equal to U plus AT, the first equation. Second equation, S is equal to distance traveled, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. You already know these equations, I am just recalling. So either distance now average velocity term ಒಳಗೂ ಬರಿಬಹುದು, U plus V by 2 into T. In this way also we can calculate the distance. And last one is V square minus U square is equal to 2AS, right? V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. So these are the kinematic equations. Next, distance traveled in nth second. Distance traveled in nth second is given by Sn is equal to U plus A by 2 into the bracket 2n minus 1. Distance traveled in nth second. Okay. What is the difference in the formula of S equal to UT plus half AT square and U plus A by 2 into the bracket 2n minus 1? This is total distance traveled and this is distance traveled in nth second. Let me explain this. See, we have a straight line motion which is of 3 seconds journey, right? This is 1 second, this is 1 second, 2 second, 2 second, and this is 3 second. Total 3 seconds journey, right? So total 3 seconds journey, 3 seconds journey. If you want the distance traveled in all 3 seconds, you use this formula S equal to UT plus half AT square. That will give you distance traveled in from first 3 seconds. Andre 1, 2, 3, all 3 seconds again, niಮಗೆ distance ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. If you substitute T is equal to 3. In the same formula, if you substitute T is equal to 2, you will get distance traveled in first 2 seconds. Andre 1 second, 2 second. ಈ distance ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. Right? So S equal to UT plus half AT square ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, you will get the distance traveled from beginning to the time interval or the time instant which you take. First 2 seconds, first 3 seconds, first 5 seconds. So total time interval again, total journey, total distance ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ SN formula ಇದೇನು ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ? SN formula will give you distance traveled in one particular instant, one particular time. If for example, ನಿಮಗೆ distance traveled only in second ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, distance traveled only in second. How much is the distance traveled here from 1 second to 2 second? ಈ distance ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ you have to use SN. It will give distance traveled in nth second. If you want distance traveled in third second only third second. ನಮಗೆ first to third second ಬೇಡ. First to third second. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಬೇಡ. I want only distance traveled in this time interval. Third second time interval time instant ಒಳಗೆ travel ಮಾಡಿದಂತ distance ಮಾತ್ರ ಬೇಕು ನನಗೆ. Right? So at that time you can use this formula. So this is distance traveled in nth second. This is the total distance traveled. That is the difference. Okay, next, stopping distance. See, what does this stopping distance mean? Ignore yauda moving body. If for example a car is moving and if you want to stop the car and if you apply the brakes to the car, ನೀವು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದರ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಅದೇ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಗೆ ನಿಂತು ಬಿಡಂಗಿಲ್ರಿ ಕಾರ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ದ ಕಾರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತದ್ರಿ. ಈವನ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ದ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ನೀವು ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಡ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಟು ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಆ ಕಾರ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ stopping distance anta karitarre. And that stopping distance is calculated by using the formula S equal to U square by 2A. This is the formula to calculate stopping distance. Right? Okay, so we got to know these many formulas here. Okay, next, let us see some objectives on this. Innu ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು variety of cases ನಾವು ನೋಡೋದಿವೆ. First ಈಗ ಏನು ನಾವು formulas ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅದರ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು objectives ಗಳನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Okay, first one. A particle starts its motion from rest. See, from rest ಅಂತಂದರೆ a particle starts its motion from rest under the action of constant force. Force constant ಅದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ acceleration constant ಅದ ಅನ್ನಂಗ್ರಿ. F equal to ma, right? If F is constant, A is constant. If the distance covered in first 10 seconds, nodri first 10 seconds andre 10th second andilla, first 10 seconds andare, first 10 seconds is S1 and that covered in the first 20 seconds is S2. Then relation between S1 and S2 they are asking. Nodri first 10 seconds ಒಳಗೆ distance cover ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟದ? In first 10 seconds, I will take this as T1. In first 10 seconds distance covered is S1. In the next 10 seconds, in the first 20 seconds distance covered is S2. We have to derive the relation between S1 and S2. Note, first 10 seconds ಅಂದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ I should not use Sn formula here, I should use S formula. So the S1 is equal to ut plus half at square formula only I will use. U, initial velocity is 0 because it starts from rest. It is starting from rest, so U is 0. Constant force ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ acceleration ಕೂಡ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದ. ಓಕೆ, U 0 ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಸೊ ನಂಗೆ S1 ಬಂತ. S1 is equal to half AT square. How much is A? We don't know. How much is T? T ಎಷ್ಟದ? 10 ಅದ. ಸೊ 10 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ನಮಗೆ? 100 ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 50A. 50A. 2 ones are 250s. Correct? Okay. Similarly, calculate S2. S2 calculate ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. S2 is equal to half AT square. ಅಥವಾ ಇದನ್ನ T1 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇದನ್ನ T2 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಹಾಫ್ A ಇಂಟು T2 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. T2 ಎಷ್ಟದೆ? 20 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ means how much it will be? 400, right? So 400 divided by 2 means it will be 200A. 200A, right? Okay, let us take the ratio of S2 divided by S1 now. S2 divided by S1. S2 is 200A and S1 is 50A. 50A. A and A will get cancelled, 0 and 0 will get cancelled, 5 ones are 5 fours are. So what I will get? I will get S2 is equal to 4 times of S1. S2 is equal to 4 times of S1, right? Then which option is correct? S2 is equal to 4 times of S1 means option B is correct. This is from NEET 2009, right? Okay, let us go to the next question then. This is also from NEET only. Okay, a particle moves in a straight line with a constant acceleration. Acceleration constant ಅದಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. It changes its velocity from 10 meter per second to 20 meter per second while passing through a distance of 135 meter in a t second, the value of t. What all are given? ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಎರಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮಗೆ, 10 meter per second ಮತ್ತು 20 meter per second ಅಂತ. 10 meter per second, it changes its velocity from 10 meter per second to 20 meter per second. This is initial velocity, this is final velocity. Correct? And distance traveled is given. Distance traveled is 135 meter. 135 meter, we have to calculate time. Now time calculate ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Acceleration constant ಅದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, see, we cannot use S equal to ut plus half at square here, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, right? So use the formula v square minus u square is equal to 2s ಅಥವಾ v is equal to u plus at formula ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. v is equal to u plus at. Choose the formula correctly. So ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಂಗೆ v ಗೊತ್ತದೆ, u ಗೊತ್ತದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಟಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಟಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಎ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಇವು ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನಾಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ವಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಯು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2as ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಯು ಬರ್ತದೆ ರೀ, ಎ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ವಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ವಿ ನೋ, ಯು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ವಿ ನೋ, ಎಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ವಿ ನೋ. So I can calculate a here. So I will calculate a. A is equal to v square minus u square divided by 2s. Okay, v square, v is 20, so it will be 400. U square, it is 10, so it will be 100 divided by 2 into s. S is 135. Okay, so this is 300. 300 divided by 2 into 135. 300 divided by 2 into 135. So 2 ones are 2 150s. So I got acceleration is equal to 150 divided by 135. 150 divided by 135. Okay, can we simplify this? Yes, we can still simplify this. ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ how much 5 30s will get it, and this will be 5 2s are 10 and 3 means 27. So 30 by 27 means 3 10s are 3 9s are, right? So 10 divided by 9 I will get 10 divided by 9 meter per second square. This much is the acceleration. We want time now, so to calculate time we can use this formula. V is equal to u plus at formula I can use. So t is equal to, I will get it as v minus u divided by a. How much is v? How much is v? V is 20, u is 10. So 20 minus 10 is 10 divided by a. A naಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ 10 divided by 9. So 10 and 10 will get cancelled. How much I will get? T is equal to 9 seconds I will get. Okay, 9 seconds. So option B is correct. Let us go to the next question then. So the next question is, the distance traveled by a particle starting from rest and moving. Starting from rest andare, so initial velocity is 0 and moving with an acceleration 4 by 3 meter per second square. Okay, acceleration is given. In the third second, distance traveled in third second they are asking. See, they are asking the distance traveled in third second. So third second ಒಳಗಿನ distance ಕೇಳತಾರ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು SN formula we have to use. We have to use SN. So Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 into the bracket 2n minus 1. U is already what particle starting from rest. So u is 0. Acceleration ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ formula a by 2 into the bracket 2n minus 1. In which second they are asking the distance? Third second. So n is equal to 3 substitute ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. So S3 is equal to a is how much? 4 by 3. A is 4 by 3 divided by 2. And 2 into n. N is 3, so 2 into 3 will be 6, 6 minus 1. So it will be 2 1s are, 2 2s are, so 2 divided by 3, 6 minus 1 is 5. So it will be 10 divided by 3 meter. This much will be the distance covered. So which option is correct then? Option A is correct. Let us go to the next question then. So the next question is, see, a car moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second is stopped in a distance of 40 meter. Note, stopping distance ಮೇಲೆ question ಇದೆ, right? A car moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second is stopped in a distance of 40 meter. If the same car is traveling at double the velocity, if the same car is traveling at double the velocity, the distance traveled by it for same retardation. Okay, note, first ನಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, it is traveling with a speed of 20 meter per second. 20 meter per second. How much is the stopping distance here? Stopping distance is 40 meter. Stopping distance is 40 meter. If the same car is traveling at double the velocity, andre second time 20 ಬದ್ಲಿ 40 meter per second velocity ಇಂದ ಅದು ಏನಾದರೂ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, how much will be the stopping distance? That is what they are asking. Correct? So stopping distance formula ನಮಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರಿ, S is equal to u square by 2a. This is the stopping distance formula. Right? ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ 2a acceleration ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. acceleration ಅಂದ್ರೆ retardation. retardation ನಮಗೆ ಎರಡು ಕೇಸ್ನಾಗ ಸೇಮ್. For this speed also retardation is same, for this speed also retardation is same. So ಇಲ್ಲೇ S depends only on u square. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದಂತೂ ನಮಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಅದರಿ ಎರಡು. S depends only on u square. So what I will do is S1 divided by S2 is equal to u1 square divided by u2 square. I will take it. u1 square divided by u2 square. So how much is S1? S1 is 40. S2 we don't know, we have to calculate. Right? Okay, u1 square ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು u1 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ, ಇದನ್ನ u2 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ. So this is 20 into 20, right? And this is 40 into 40. 40 into 40. So 21s are 22s are 21s are 22s are. So this will be 1 divided by 4. S2 will be equal to 40 into 4. That is 1600 meters. So this much will be the stopping distance. Okay, sorry, 40 into 4, not 1600. It is 160 meters. 160 meters. 40 into 4. This will be 160 meters. So which option is correct then? Option D is correct. Option D is correct. Let us go to the next question. So the next question is, a car moving with a speed of 40 km per hour can be stopped by applying brakes after at least 2 meter. Stopping distance given other. So again the question is on the stopping distance only. If the same car is moving with a speed of 80 km per hour, what is the minimum stopping distance? Okay, again the question is same. ಎರಡು ಕೇಸಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಅದಾವ. So first, how much is the speed? Speed is 40 km per hour. And how much is the stopping distance? It is 2 meter. Second time, how much is the speed? 80 km per hour. How much is the stopping distance? That is what we have to calculate, right? So we know very well S is directly proportional to u square. Hence I will write it as S1 divided by S2 is equal to u1 square divided by u2 square. How much is S1? S1 is 2 divided by S2, we don't know. u1 square, 40 into 40. 40 into 40 divided by u2 square, 80 into 80. 80 into 80. So 41s are 42s are 41s are 42s are. This will be 1 divided by 4. 4 into 2 will be 8. So the stopping distance is 8 meters, right? So which option is correct? Option C is correct, right? Okay, that is how we have to calculate on the basis of stopping distance. Okay, next question is, a body starts from rest and moves with a constant acceleration for t seconds. It travels a distance x1 in first half of the time and x2 in the next half of the time. Okay, then what is the relation between x1 and x2 they are asking. See, a body starts from rest and moves with constant acceleration for t seconds on that. So the total journey is of t seconds. Total journey is of t seconds. It starts from rest, so initial velocity is 0. Or it travels a distance x1 in the first half of the time. Andre t by 2 time ಒಳಗೆ ನಮಗೆ x1 distance in travel ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ next half of the time ಒಳಗೆ ನಮಗೆ x2 distance in travel ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ x2 distance it will travel next half of the time. So they are asking us the relation between x1 and x2, right? ಇದರ ನಮಗೆ relation ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. See, if you consider x1 distance, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ distance ಅದು formula apply ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. You apply the formula of distance. S is equal to ut plus half at square formula you apply. S is equal to ut plus half at square. See, x1 distance ಅಂದ್ರೆ from here to here. ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವರೆಗೂ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಡ್ ನಮಗೆ x1 ಅದ, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 0 ಅದ. ಸೊ half a, how much is the time here? Time is t by 2. So it is t by 2 square. So what I will get? I will get x1 is equal to a t square divided by 2 square will be 4. 4 into 2 will be 8. 80 square by 8. This is x1. Next note. Now let us calculate let us apply the same formula, distance traveled formula for the whole journey. Under t seconds journey naviga distance formula apply ಮಾಡೋಣ. Okay, S is equal to ut plus half at square formula we are going to use. Okay, distance traveled now x1 plus x2 ಅಂತ ನಾ ತಗೋತೀನಿ. Why? Because I am taking the total journey of t seconds. T seconds is the total journey ನಾ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, so it is x1 plus x2. Initial velocity is again 0, so half a. How much is the time now? Time is t square only, right? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ whole journey ನಾವು ತಗೋತೀವಿ t square. So how much is the value of x1? x1 value ನಮಗೆ already ಗೊತ್ತದ. It is at square divided by 8 plus x2 is equal to half at square I will get. Correct? So ಇದನ್ನ x2 equal to ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ this is half at square and this 1 by 8 at square will come on that side. So I will get it as half minus 1 by 8 into at square like this I will get it. So cross multiply, 8 into 1 will be 8, 2 into 1 will be 2, 8 minus 2 will be 6. So 6 divided by 16 at square I will get. x2 is equal to, so 2 3s and 2 8s I will get it as. So I got x2 is equal to 3 by 8 at square. 3 by 8 at square. See, here I will take 3 outside. I will get it as at square divided by 8. What is this at square by 8? At square by 8 means it is x1. So I will get it as 3x1. So I got x2 is equal to 3x1. x2 is equal to 3x1. So this is the answer. So which option is correct? Option A is correct. Let us go to the next concept now. See, the next concept is, if a body is moving with a uniform acceleration, has velocities u and v at 2 points, then velocity at the midpoint. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗತ್ತದೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ 2 ವೆಲಾಸಿಟೀಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್? At this point the velocity is u, at this point the velocity is v. Then let this be the midpoint of that journey. ಆ ಜರ್ನಿದ midpoint ನಮಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟದ, ಎಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗಿಂದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೇನ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಅದ, ಈ ಜರ್ನಿದ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗಿಂದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಟ್ ದ ಮಿಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. It is root of u square plus v square divided by 2. So this will give you the velocity at the midpoint if you know the velocity at the initial point and velocity at the final point, right? So to calculate the velocity at the midpoint, you can use this formula. Next, if a body is starting from rest and accelerated for some time and decelerated and finally comes to rest, t is the total time of journey. Okay, ಈ ಕೇಸ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. See, let us solve this now. See, let us take a graph here. Sorry, I will take a graph here, VT graph, right? Okay. So this is the VT graph. See, what they have told is a body travels for a certain instant. First ಅದು accelerate ಆಗಿತ್ರಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ decelerate ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Correct? So first it has got accelerated. Sorry, let me take this arrow mark correctly first. Okay, that's all. See, what they have told, a body is starting from rest. A body is starting from rest ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ initial velocity from rest ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ initial velocity 0 ಆಯ್ತು. And accelerated for some time. ಮೊದಲು accelerate ಆಗಿತ್ರಿ, ಆ acceleration ನಾವು alpha ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. For some time accelerate ಆಗಿದೆ, and then decelerated for some time. Decelerated, ಆ deceleration ನ beta ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. Acceleration I am taking it as alpha, deceleration I am taking it as beta, and finally comes to rest. Finally comes to rest ಅಂದ್ರೆ final velocity is again 0. Final velocity is again 0. Correct? So ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇತರ ಜರ್ನಿ, ಇತರದ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನಮಗೆ ಹೆಂಗ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. How will be the graph of this? See, graph of this will be like this. Initial velocity has to be 0, it accelerates for some time, and it again decelerates and comes to rest. Decelerates and comes to rest. Right? So ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ initial velocity starting from rest ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು VT graph ಅದೇ. This is VT graph. Starting from rest means initial velocity is 0. That's why the graph is starting from 0. Origin ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ. Accelerated for some time. Accelerated for some time ಅಂದ್ರೆ velocity goes on increasing. Acceleration ಅಂದ್ರೆ velocity has to increase with time. So ಇಲ್ಲೇ this part of the graph indicates accelerated motion. Accelerated motion. How much is the acceleration here? Alpha is the acceleration. For some time it has accelerated ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ. For some time it has accelerated. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ t1 ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀನಿ. For a time t1 it has accelerated. After that, what has happened? It has got decelerated. Decelerated ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ, velocity should go on decreasing. So for some time, ಅಂದ್ರೆ t2 time ಅದು ನಮಗೆ decelerate ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, deceleration ಎಷ್ಟದೆ? Beta ಅಂತ deceleration. It indicates acceleration, it indicates deceleration. Right? Finally it has come to rest. So ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಂದದ್ರಿ. X axis ನಮಗೆ ಬಂದದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ final velocity is again 0. Right? Okay. So this is the maximum velocity. ಇದ್ರ ಮುಂದೆ ನಮಗೆ velocity increase ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. This is the maximum velocity. This is the maximum velocity. So ಇದು ಒಂದು ಜನರಲ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅದರಿ, accelerated and decelerated motion ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡಿ ಬರ್ತವೆ. So ಈ ಕೇಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ they will ask us maximum velocity, how much is the maximum velocity, or how much is the average velocity, or they will ask us the distance traveled. So ಈ three things ಗಳನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ we have to use these formulas. These are the shortcuts. Maximum velocity is given by alpha into beta into t divided by alpha plus beta, where alpha is acceleration, beta is retardation. Right? And average velocity will be equal to maximum velocity divided by 2. Half of maximum velocity will be the average velocity. Distance traveled in this case will be alpha into beta into t square divided by 2 alpha plus beta. Formulas you have to remember. Physics work formula now ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳದಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ ಅದು. Number of formulas will come, but we have to remember it. Right? So these are the formulas which we have to use when it is a case of accelerated as well as decelerated motion. Okay, let us go to the next. Okay, we'll see some MCQs on these concepts now. E concepts will in MCQs. A body traveling with uniform acceleration crosses 2 points A and B with velocities 20 meter per second and 30 meter per second respectively. The speed of the body at the midpoint of A and B is nearest. Midpoint anta kelidare namaga. See, midpoint anta kelidare. So A ಮತ್ತು B ಅಂತ ಎರಡು ನಮಗೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವೆ. This is A and this is B. At A the velocity is 20 meter per second. At B the velocity is 30 meter per second. So they are asking us the velocity at the midpoint. Midpoint velocity ನಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So velocity at the midpoint is formula in a root of u square plus v square divided by 2. Right? Root of u square plus v square by 2. So root of u square plus v square. How much is u square? U square is 20 square, that is 400. How much is v square? V square is 30 square, that is 900. So 900 divided by 2. So I will get it as 400 plus 900 will give you 1300. 1300 divided by 2. So 1300 divided by 2 will be 650. 650. Right? 600 plus 600 will be 1200. 650 plus 650 will be 1300. See, 650 is the exact root, but 625 is a perfect square number. 625. 625 the perfect square root is 25. So the 625 kinta ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅದ. So 25 kinta ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇತರ root ಇರಬೇಕು. So 25 point something we have to get it. 25 point something we have to get the answer. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ 25 point something, there is only one option here, that is option A, 25.5 meter per second. Right? Okay, let us go to the Next question. See, a particle starts from rest, accelerates at 2 meter per second square for 10 seconds. So first ನಮಗೆ rest ದಿಂದ start ಆಗೈತ್ರಿ, starts from rest. See, a particle starts from rest. A particle starts from rest, accelerates at 2 meter per second square for 10 seconds and goes for constant speed for 30 seconds and then decelerates at 4 meter per second square till it stops. Okay. ಸೊ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಡಿಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಡುವು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಕೂಡ ಅದ ರೀ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಅದೇನು ಆಗಲೇ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ, ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಆ ತರದ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಇದಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಡ್ರಾ ದ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. ವಿಲ್ ಡ್ರಾ ದ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನಾವು ಮೊದಲು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ಟಿ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡ್ರಾ. We'll draw the VT graph first. So this is the VT graph. VT graph means V along y-axis and T along x-axis. So this is VT graph. Say particle starts from rest and accelerates at 2 meter per second square for 10 seconds. Illodri, first ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತೂ 0. Why? Because it is starting from rest. Accelerates at 2 meter per second square for 10 seconds. So acceleration ನಂಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 2 meter per second square, time ನಂಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 10 seconds ಅಂತ. So I can calculate velocity here. Velocity ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದ್ರಿ. V is equal to U plus AT ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು. So U is 0, A is 2, T is 10. So final velocity is 20 meter per second ಅಂದಂಗೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 10 seconds ವರೆಗೂ ಆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 0ದಿಂದ 10 seconds ಒಳಗೆ ಆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 0ದಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗೈತ್ರಿ, 20 meter per second ರೀಚ್ ಆಗೈತ್ರಿ. So here the velocity is 0. Let me say the velocity is 20 meter per second here. Velocity is 20 meter per second here, right? So this is 20 meter per second. So ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಟ್ ಆಗೈತ್ರಿ, ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 20 meter per second ರೀಚ್ ಆಗೈತ್ರಿ. Okay, let me say from 0 it has reached 20 meter per second. So 0 ದಿಂದ 20 meter per second ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ how much time it has taken? How much time it has taken? It has taken 10 seconds time. 10 seconds time, right? So 10 seconds time at ತಗೊಂಡತ್ರಿ, right? So in 10 seconds with 2 meter per second square acceleration, it has reached a velocity of 20 meter per second. After that, for next 30 seconds, the speed is constant andare. So next 30 seconds andre enri, 10 plus 30 andre 40 seconds vargu. So let me say the speed is constant. The speed is constant here. The speed is constant, right? So speed ನಮಗೆ constant ಅದ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ವರೆಗೂ? For how much time it is constant? For next 30 seconds. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೂ 40 seconds ಬಂತು. 10 plus 30 40 seconds. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದ. ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಮಗೆ 20 meter per second ಗೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It is 20 meter per second only for next 30 seconds. And after that, and then decelerates at 4 meter per second square till it stops. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಟೈಮ್ ನಮಗೆ 30 seconds ಅದೇ, ಡಿಸೆಲರೇಟ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ 4 meter per second square. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲರೇಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಸೆಲರೇಷನ್ 4 meter per second ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಟಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ, ಫೈನಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 0. ಈ ಜರ್ನಿಗೆ ನಮಗಿಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಟಿಲ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ಫೈನಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ನಮಗೆ 0 ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಫೈನಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ 0. ಸೊ ಈ ಜರ್ನಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 20 meter per second ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಫೈನಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅದರದ್ದು ನಮಗೆ 0 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. How much time it has taken? 30 seconds time it has taken. Sorry, 30 seconds ಅಲ್ಲ, ಟೈಮ್ ಅವ್ರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. They have not given us the time. They have not given. They have given us acceleration ಅಥವಾ deceleration ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 4 meter per second square. ಫೈನಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ನಮಗೆ 0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Can I calculate the time here? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾ ಟೈಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. V ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ, A ಗೊತ್ತದೆ. So I will use the formula V is equal to U plus AT. U ನಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತದೆ, U is 20 meter per second ಅಂತ. U is 20 meter per second. ಈ ಜರ್ನಿಗೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ನಮಗೆ 20 meter per second ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಜರ್ನಿಗೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ನಮಗೆ 0 ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ V is 0, U is 20. ಆ 20 ನ ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ -20 ಆಯ್ತು. ಎಕ್ಸಿಲರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಟಾರ್ಡೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ -40. ಸೊ 4 1s are 4 5s. ಸೊ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಸ್ 5 seconds. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಮಗದು ಡಿಸೆಲರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಫಾರ್ 5 seconds. ಅದು ನಮಗೆ 5 seconds ಒಳಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದತ್ರಿ. 20 meter per second ದಿಂದ 0 meter per second ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ? 5 seconds ಒಳಗೆ. So how much is that time here? How much is that time? ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 40 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ, +5 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಬೇಕು, 45 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, 45 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರ್ರಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಡ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಡ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವಿಟಿ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. ಸೊ ಏರಿಯಾ ಅಂಡರ್ ವಿಟಿ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 10 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಅದ್ರಿ 30, ಈ ಕಡೆ 20 ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅನಿಸ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊರಿ. ಈ ಕಡೆ 30 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅದ, ಈ ಕಡೆ 20 ಮೀಟರ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 20, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 30, ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್. ಸೊ ಈ ರೆಕ್ಟಾಂಗಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ 30 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಈ ರೈಟ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ 5 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ S is equal to, I will write it as S1 plus S2 plus S3. S1 means it is the area of the first triangle, right angle triangle. The area of triangle, the formula entry, half into base into height, half into base. How much is the base? Base is 10. How much is the height? Height is to the height is 20, right? This is the height, 20 height of the number. So 20 plus S2 under length into breadth. So that is 30, area of rectangle, right? Area of rectangle, length into breadth, 30 into 20. Next S3 under matte right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Either the area of the formula is half into base into height. How much is the base? Base is 5. Base is 5. This is the base. How much is the height? Height is same. Illi ಎಷ್ಟು the ishta height adri andre 20. This is 20. Correct? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು 2 1s are 2 10s, it will go 10 into 10 will be 100 plus 30 into 20 will be 600 plus ಇದು 2 1s are, ಇದು 2 10s are, 10 into 5 will be 50, right? So 600 plus 700 plus 750. So the total distance traveled is 750 meters. So which option is correct? Option 1 is correct. This is how we have to calculate, right? Okay, next let us go to the next concept now. So the next concept is if a bullet loses 1/nth of its velocity by passing through a plank, then number of such planks required just to stop the bullet. Number of planks required. See, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಬುಲೆಟ್ ನಮಗೆ, ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಕ್ ಅದ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೋರಿ, ಇದೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಕ್ ಅದ. ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಂಕ್ ಒಳಗಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಬುಲೆಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರದ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಯು ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಕ್ ಒಳಗಿಂದ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅದರದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ನಮಗೆ U/n ಆಗ್ತದೆ. U/n. By passing through one wooden plank, its velocity is getting reduced by n times. Then how many such planks? ಇಂಥವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ಲಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದರದ ಫೈನಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 0 ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯದ? How many planks we should keep? Such planks we should keep so that it comes to rest. ಆ ಬುಲೆಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. So to calculate the number of planks, n is equal to, we have the formula n is equal to n square divided by 2n minus 1. This is the formula where n means how many times it has reduced. U iddadu suppose U/2 ಆಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ n is equal to 2. U iddadu suppose ನಮಗೆ U/4 ಆಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ n is equal to 4. So how many times it has reduced, that we should take it as n. So this will give you number of planks required to stop the bullet. A bullet and stop ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು planks ಗಳು, ಇಂತ ಎಷ್ಟು planks ಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕು, right? So that is the first thing. Second thing, note, if the velocity of the bullet becomes 1/nth of its initial velocity after displacement x, then it will come to rest after traveling further distance of, okay, you know, for example, ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ವುಡನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಕ್ ಅದ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. This is the wooden plank. ಈ ವುಡನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಕ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಬುಲೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫೈರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. You will fire a bullet in this wooden plank whose initial velocity is u. It will travel a certain distance called as x. X distance ಅನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ್ರಿ. X distance ಅನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ನಮಗೆ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಅದು U/n ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. U/n ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಗಾಟ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟು U/n. ಇನ್ನು ಆ ವುಡನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಕ್ ದಾಗಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಈಗ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ, how much distance it has to travel further. Let us take it as yes only then. Let us take it as yes. Okay, how much distance it has to travel? How much distance it has to travel further to come to rest? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, u ಇದ್ದದ್ದು U/n ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಅದು ಫೈನಲಿ ನಮಗೆ 0 ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 0 ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. U velocity to become U/n, it has traveled a distance x. By traveling a distance x, its velocity has get reduced to u by n. Further, how much distance it has to travel to make it, to bring it to rest? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ 0 ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? The formula for that is s equal to x divided by n square minus 1. S equal to x divided by n square minus 1. By using this formula, you can calculate the stopping distance for that. Right? Okay, x ಅಂದ್ರೆ u by n ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿತು? That is x. n ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿವಲ್ಲ u by 2 ಆದ್ರೆ n is equal to 2, u by 4 ಆದ್ರೆ n is equal to 4. Similarly, like that we have to take. ಇದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Let me say by traveling a distance x, ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಹತ್ರದ u ಅದ. Suppose the velocity get reduced for half after traveling a distance x. After traveling a distance x distance travel ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ u with the velocity u by 2 ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ final velocity ನಮಗೆ 0 ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ further how much distance it has to travel? This is what we have to calculate. So apply the same formula. ಈ formula apply ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. S is equal to x divided by how much is the value of n? ನೋಡ್ರಿ u with u by 2 ಆಗೈತೆ. So n is equal to ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂದಂಗೆ? n is equal to 2, right? So n square means 2 square. 2 square is 4, 4 minus 1. So x by 3. So it has to travel x by 3 distance to come for rest. X by 3 distance. ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗ? If it has got reduced to half. Right? This standard case ಅದ. Half ಗೆ reduce ಆಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ next 0 ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ x by 3 distance ಅನ್ನ travel ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Right? Okay, let us see one question on this. See, if a body loses half of its velocity, ನೋಡ್ರಿ half of its velocity ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, if a body loses half of its velocity on penetrating 3 cm in a wooden block, then how much will it penetrate more before coming to rest? Velocity half ಗೆ reduce ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ half ಗೆ reduce ಆಗಿದ್ದ ಕೇಸ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. If it gets reduced to half and distance traveled is x, then further it has to travel x by 3. So distance traveled ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Distance traveled x is 3 cm. X is 3 cm, right? Then how much distance it has to travel? It has to travel a distance of x by 3, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 by 3, that is equal to 1 cm to come to rest, right? So option A will be correct. Okay, so that's all about today's video, kinematic equations. Further we'll continue this chapter again. ಇನ್ನು ನಾವು ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವೆರೈಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಅದಾವ, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ವೆರೈಟಿ ಆಫ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್, ವೆರೈಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ. ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಟುಡೇಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ. Dear students, if you like the content of this channel, if you are watching the video till this instant, then sure you are understanding the concepts clearly and you will solve the MCQs very clearly, right? If you like the content of the channel, please don't forget to subscribe the channel and please share the channel with your friends. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Please keep watching and supporting the channel. Thank you.